So I want to talk about how important it is, how helpful it is, how useful it is, how transcendent it is, how transformative it is to be able to surf on the ups and downs, the rises and falls, the dark, the light of this relative experience. Because I just noticed time and time again, and I think this is a trap that we all fall into, and no matter how many times we hear it, we'll probably still be falling into it for a while more, because the way out of the trap takes a rewiring or a strengthening of a new circuit way in our minds, in our orientation, in the way that we relate to ourselves, relate to life. And who is this we that is relating? Let's see. Because the trap is so often we think we're essentially trying all the time to fix this relative world in place that we like it, that we want it, that's comfortable for us, that feels like what we want. Or we're trying to continue to do things, achieve, check things off the list and make it so we can finally get there. It's just like this endless castle made of sand, so to speak, that we're always, and the waves just keep coming, but we're always thinking that it's just around the corner, or we're always trying to build up that castle. But it doesn't really work like that, because if we look at it logically, things, flowers bloom and then they wither. So, but yeah, we try, and that's, understandable. We take ourselves to be these humans with these needs and these preferences and these optimal circumstances, so we try. But the truth is if we look at it, we're very strange creatures, because it's come to a point where the trying is out of balance, and we try so hard that we actually are not optimizing our well-being anymore. We're not optimizing our health. We're not optimizing our happiness and the activation of who we are as what we are as creatures. So it's like an outdated operating system to a degree, because when we're always trying to perfect that sandcastle that can't be perfected, we're very stressed, and we're not present, and we're not saying what's up to the people right in our lives, and we're not letting people be as they are and listening to them and being open to newness and changing. So it's just so important, I find, if this resonates, to be able to notice that tendency, that want to try and perfect our lives and perfect our relative experiences, and notice when how it becomes unhelpful, and to be able to relax into the negatives, relax into those feelings that feel like they're darker, or not the feelings you want, or when you feel like your achievements are being taken away or not coming to fruition in the way you want. So, and being able to relax into that and not struggle with those moments is in itself is a transcendent kind of new flavor of bliss and a positive emotion in a strange way. Also, being able to do that is it's a real fertilizer for life. I find fertilizer meaning for the activities you're wanting to do, because if you can relax in those moments when life feels hard like that, you're really, really cultivating a rich soil on which to continue to grow when that dark or that down cycle passes again. You haven't sabotaged your relationships, you haven't sabotaged your sense of self. You stay dynamic, stay present, and that's a real powerful thing. So that ability to turn up into those waves, and again, or furthermore, it's an interesting question, because I think this is what spirituality talks about a lot. It's about what is it within us that can transcend that can ride with that. Why should we be able to? It's like, I have preferences, they're not being met, scream, period, end of story. So why is that not the end of story? And the end of story is you start to realize just the truth about our nature, what we are. We are not that screaming ego. That is not us. If you take, this is when the words start to get frustrating, or frustrating meaning the words in themselves are part of the relative reality. It's all about where the words are coming from, the essence of the words, what the words are pointing to, because the words are nothing, they're not nothing, they're part of it too, but they're streaming along with the moment, and in the moment, the words are coming like a fountain. So it's always just an invitation. I'm making this video right now, so in the moment as I'm speaking, I'm in touch with that fountain, looking at with my awareness into the languagelessness, the here-ness, the presence. And this is the space that can accept all things. This is what I find. This is the space that can accept all things and ride those waves effectively. Deepening our connection with this source, this freedom, this fountain, this untouchable, unknowable, unownable freedom. In that sense, you realize you are the waves, you are the castle, you are that all. This is untouchable, like new fallen snow. You can't mess with it. We are joined in it. You can't mess with it, because it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here again. It doesn't even care what I have to say about it, and it cares what I have to say about it, because when I am saying things about it, it's me. It's the unwordable. It's the undoable. Let's turn up. It's the infinite, timeless. Now it will exist past me, beyond me. I don't know. So turn up. I think again, deepening my connection. I've noticed this with that space of freedom, not just like mind-blowing what, and it brings a relaxation that I think a lot of us humans are very actually hungry for. And in a sense, that's what our seeking is seeking. As we seek to perfect our bank balance and our achievements, we're actually seeking, just like, oh, finally I'm achieved, I'm relaxed. People I can feel good about myself. Like, we're seeking this, but it doesn't come that way. It's, like looking for love in all the wrong places kind of thing. It's like, it's true. So it's like, you don't have to look anymore, because it's here. That is, in a sense, what, we're seeking, that release from struggle, that release from having to prove ourselves. And in the relative world, that release never comes, because here, it's up and down. No matter what you achieve, someone will say something negative about you, right? In this world, that's how it appears. So you got to, the invitation is to turn up into the freedom and the I need not prove myself right now. And this relaxation can really ride the waves of the relative world. So, maybe some of that hit. Turn up. I love y'all. Peace out. Let's get it, y'all. Freedom.